Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to this Friday's live edition of Rise Tribe. So, I am currently sitting in my closet because sound carries through walls of my apartment complex pretty well these days. Um, yeah, and I don't know. I just felt not the need, but I don't know, maybe the ability to share that with you all. So we're going to talk a little bit about the numerology, about the numbers of today, and then what I want to do is take you through a guided journey. And I'm going to take you through this process. I woke up this morning and I was feeling into what it is that I want to come here and I want to talk about in the Rise Tribe today, because every day it can be a little bit different. And hello, whoever is joining me now. I know it takes a minute for Facebook to let people know that I am live, but it will be, for the most part, noon MST every Monday and Friday, depending on my travel schedule. So if I'm traveling, like last Friday, I was actually landing at this very time. And so I ended up going live a little bit earlier from the airport. So for the most part, every Monday and Friday, noon MST, I will be here live with you all. And I love it if you comment. If you comment down below, I will see it in real time if you're here with me live. So I see Facebook user and Facebook user. Sometimes if you're not registered with StreamYard, it won't let me know who you are. So whoever you are, whomever you are, good afternoon and hi. And I love that you said good afternoon because, well, I guess it is afternoon. I don't, sometimes, it's if you're like maybe in south of the equator, so Australia, etc. It is afternoon. So let's talk about the energy of today, and then I do want to take you through kind of like a guided meditation. I preface this live by saying, let's get really clear about what you want your life to look like. Because here's the number one thing. When I start working with clients, I hear all of the things that are going wrong, all of the things that aren't working, all of the things that they don't want to experience. And quite simply, I'll say, well, what do you want? Right. And it's like, well, I don't want to feel X in my body. I don't want to feel this way in my relationship. I don't want, like, okay, but what do you want? And so even for yourself right now, as you're tapping in, as you're hearing me say this, do you know what you want? Do you know what you really want? Do you know what you desire? Do you know what gets you out of bed in the morning? What inspires you? I mean, beyond the alarm clock, and you've got people waiting for you, and you've got to clock in, you've got to get this, ish done. If all of that goes away, right? And so sometimes I'll ask myself, and I'll check back in with myself. I did this a lot when I was teaching only Pilates, and I would think to myself, my God, if I wasn't getting paid for this, let's say that I hit the jackpot of lottery that I don't play, but I hit the lottery, I hit the jackpot, and I never need any monetary money anymore. Like financially, completely good, could take care of myself, my family, etc. And I would think, I would still do this. I would still roll out of bed and I would still go see my clients and I would still teach Pilates. Like, so I knew that I was on the path. I knew that I was doing the thing, right? I knew that I was living my life's purpose. And so this is something that I offer to you just to reflect back on for right now with your life. And it folds in the universal energies of today. So the way that I like to describe this as a quantum numerologist is that if you are currently experiencing gravity, you are currently experiencing the universal energies of the day. It just is. They just exist. They just are. These are frequencies that we can tangibly measure with different scientific tools, but the energy of today that's coming in is one that's very, very fast. In fact, I like just even realizing it's already noon on a Friday. Like let's take a breath, right? Let's just take a collective breath together in through the nose, out the mouth. So it's represented by two eights. We've got the eight of diamonds, and then the energy of the day is an eight, cou- coupled with the February energy, which is a nine. So, what does that mean for you? Like, how do you take that? Like, how do I apply the fact that I am experiencing gravity? How do I apply the fact that eight is coming in? And knowing that momentum is kicking in, knowing that the energy that's moving through today is very, very fast. What I wanted to do was fold that in with, we hear about this all the time, at least I do, and like a lot of my social media feeds and stuff like that. When you get to the end of your life, people never say, I wish I hadn't have tried those things. I wish I hadn't have tried them because I found out they didn't work. What they say is, I wish I had tried. I wish I had done X, Y, and Z. I wish I would have gone for it. I wish I would have told this person how I felt about them. I wish I would have left the soul sucking career and done what's really calling me. I wish I would have stepped more into my spiritual purpose. I wish I would have ate the particular kind of foods and stopped depriving myself and just lived my life. And so that's what I want to guide you through today. That's the energy of today. It's very, very fast and it's very, very physical. So the seen world, the physical world, the fact that you can see me on this screen, whatever you're watching me on, the fact that you can like see the background of, if you saw the rest of my closet, it's not that neat, but it looks very neat from what's behind me right now. So that's our tangible world, right? It's our body, it's the money, it's even the way that we relate to other people physically. That's the energy of today. And it's very, very fast. And so the invitation for today is to tell someone how you feel about them. Tap into your higher self, meaning get yourself to a place where you're vibrating at something above contentment. So contentment has a particular vibration, and then we move up the scale all the way up to love. So get yourself where you feel like you are vibrating, you are resonating at a frequency higher than contentment. And then your responsibility today, should you choose to accept it, because this is the whole premise of Rise Tribe, is raising the consciousness of the planet, but understanding that it starts with self. So go within and tell someone how you feel. Tell someone how you feel like you are being mistreated, or how you are. My AirPods just died. So can someone, I can see a couple of you live with me here right now. Can someone type in the chat box and just let me know if you can still hear me? I don't want to move them, but I heard them pop and like kind of like fizzle out. But they've been charged all night. So I just want to make sure, unless I'm just hearing different things in my ears, which happens a lot too. But on the flip side of that, yes, you can. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna leave them in just in case, but that was a really odd, like, popping sensation that I heard. Usually, you know how you can hear like the I didn't hear that. I just heard like a popping sound. But maybe it was the angel speaking, coming in from the left side and saying, "Yes, do that," right? And on the other side, tell someone that you really admire. Tell someone, how you feel about them. Let them know. Get that out of you. When we hold on to stagnant energy, we literally build up in our tissues, and this is what causes literally anything physically in our body. Including manifestations of like when I have to clear my throat out, right? I feel it come up. So there is no haphazard. There is no disease that we catch on the outside of us. There's no cold that we catch on the outside of us. Yes, genetics plays a role in it, but through epigenetics now we know that like that actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your genes, what disease you're going to express. So another whole rabbit trail that I'll save for another day. Like if you're interested, and we like let's chat about it too. I'm not an expert in that field, but what I do understand is that we can literally change our genes. We can express certain genes, and we can lie dormant other genes, literally through our thinking pattern, through our thinking and our feeling pattern. So again, it comes back to the responsibility. Well, what am I thinking? What am I feeling every day? Am I noticing that I'm allowing myself to move above contentment and then speak my truth? Or do I feel like I'm just speaking my truth and kind of willy-nilling it out there, and and then it's just perpetuating um, what's going on? I admire everyone in this wonderful group of people. Oh, thank you so much. I wish I knew who you were. It just says Facebook user. So, okay. So I'm going to invite you, as long as you're in a safe place to do so, to go ahead and ground yourself in, meaning you can sit down on the ground like I am, or plant your feet firmly down onto the ground, and you can close your eyes. I can feel stuff moving through the group already. It always comes out through my throat chakra. And if you don't want to sit all the way down on the ground, I think I said this, just firmly plant your feet down on the ground. Feel yourself root down into the earth, into the floor below you. Your palms facing up in your lap. We're going to run some quantum expansion energy here first. We're going to allow love in. So drawing the awareness just above the crown of the head. And in your mind's eye, imagining what the area above the top of your head looks like. And envisioning a swirling pattern of liquid source energy, of liquid God energy, of liquid universe energy, whatever your phrase is, whatever your term is for the higher, for the divine. I'm going to use source. But this swirling golden liquid light above the crown of the head, And then just remembering the soft spot, the top of your head that was there when you were born, just allowing it to open, allowing yourself to connect with the divine, and allowing the liquid source energy to pour in through the crown of the head. And it pours in and it fills up all of the spaces in the head, behind the eyes and the nose and the mouth, down the throat, where it moves to the left side of the body and into the heart, where it pools in the heart, liquid source energy, with the intention to amplify love. With the intention to amplify your purpose, to remember your purpose. Source energy still pulling in through the crown of the head, in the heart, moving to the right side of the heart and down the right side of the body, down the torso and the hips, and the right leg, where it turns and comes up the left bottom of the foot, traveling up the leg and the hip, left side of the torso, back into the heart. Feeling the amplification of love, love for your life, a love for your purpose. Again, traveling to the right side of the heart, up the right side of the body. This time traveling up the right side of the face and out the crown of the head, where it's met with even more liquid source energy. I'm going to invite you to follow that pattern 2 more times. Feel free to move your body physically around if you need to. Allow yourself to get a little bit more comfortable. Running the infinity pattern. Allowing to move a little bit quicker. And eventually landing back in the heart. Feeling love for your purpose. Allowing yourself to remember that you do have a divine purpose. And it's what brings you love. It brings you joy and bliss. With that intention held in the heart, eyes still closed. I want you to imagine as if you were walking down a street. As you're walking down the street, you glance down and you can see your feet. And just notice, what kind of street are you walking on? What kind of shoes are you wearing, if any? Can you feel the earth below you? And as you slowly start to bring your gaze back up to the horizon, you realize that you are walking towards the home that you live in with the people that you love. and that you're fulfilling your purpose. And this home is way out in the distance. You can feel your heart pull you forward with love and with your purpose as you begin to walk a little bit faster. You can feel the excitement of getting to come home, of getting to see the people that you want to see in your life. And the home starts to come clear and into the picture. You can hear the sounds of the people inside the home. And you're reflecting back on your day and everything you did during the day that was all part of your purpose. And as you enter the home, you hear the sounds of many people around you. And you walk in and you're greeted by many, many people. Some you know, some you recognize, and some you have yet to meet. And there are four little children there. They might be yours, there might be grandchildren, maybe they're great great grandchildren, maybe they're nieces and nephews, and friends of the family. They grab you by the arm and they pull you over and they ask you to sit down by the fireplace. And with such curiosity, these children ask you, to tell them the story of your life. What do you tell them? What do you tell them that you spent your life doing? And as you sit there and you begin to tell them the stories of your life, you realize that much time has passed and you didn't even realize it. Tell them about all of the experiences that you had, about all of the times that you were afraid, but you still went for it, about all of the times that you were sure it was going to be a no, but you still asked, about all of the times that you hesitated, yet still jumped. You're beginning to realize that this home that you've entered into is way off into the future, and it's giving you a glimpse of your life. And it's showing you how quick time is moving. And it's giving you the opportunity to walk back out the door, walk back down the street, and have the awareness that you do now to fulfill your purpose, to live life in the way that you really desire. And that's what you choose. So you tell these four little children and everyone else that's surrounded in this home, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. And I'll be back. And when I'm back, I will tell even greater stories because I'm about to go live them. And with excitement to return, you walk out the door, begin walking back down the street. Again, glance down at your feet and notice, has there been a change in the pavement, in the earth below you? Is there a change in what you're wearing on your feet? I'd like you to take a pause wherever you're standing in the street, and in your mind's eye, your eyes are closed, and you tilt your head up. You can feel the sun beating on your face. And you take your left hand onto your heart and your right hand on top of your left. And you can say to yourself, I know I have a very divine purpose, and I am willing to fulfill it starting now. And what is the very first and next thing that I can do to point me towards that direction? And with excitement to live fully in your life's purpose. And come back into this reality with me. Following the sound of my voice, you can wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Draw the attention behind the eyelids. Slowly opening your eyes. Beautiful, everyone. So I'd invite you to come back. You can listen to this replay as many times as you'd like. Not at all. It's up to you. It's a method that I first learned from one of my teachers many, many years ago, and it gives me clarity every time I kind of feel like I'm out into the weeds, because I think we can get so like we feel like we need to know all of the answers immediately, right? We can feel like we need to have so many things done, and the truth is, it's just the next. And so pausing, coming to your higher self and asking what's next. And the higher self will always come through with something super simple, usually 3 words or less, if there are words at all. And but it will what it will do is get you pointed to the next and to the next. So it's always coming with from within, right? Less of the to-dos and the hustles and the like living in the tangible world, but coming back to the higher self, coming back to yourself and asking yourself, what is it that I do next? Especially that we're in the diamond's energy, we're in the physical energy right now, and it's moving quick. So make sure you come back and you're tapping into your higher self and following those guides. They will always lead you to your purpose. We tend to get out into the weeds when we get back into the mundane physical world. And I say that with such love because I love this physical world. I love working on my body and feeling amazing in my body and all of the physical things we get to do in the physical world. I love money. I love vacationing. I love traveling. I love everything that allow money to flow through me. But really, I experience all of those things. You experience all of those things as a part of your purpose, as a part of you coming to your higher self and tapping in and knowing that you are living within your authentic self. So I'm going to leave it there. Uh, and this feels absolutely amazing. Hi, Francine. Oh, Francine. Yes, thank you. Thank you for telling me who you are here. I am getting ready to run a group teaching where I teach you how to like in this Rise Tribe session, I talked about making sure that your vibration is above contentment. And so, what I teach in a 6 week series is literally how to do that. So I mean, we can do all of the things like the self help books and the weekend retreats and the things, but what happens is we tend to like plummet after that, right? And so, one, this is why I created the Rise Tribe and made it public because I feel like we need someone to or something, some place, some community connection, collaboration, right? Putting yourself in proximity with other people who are also wanting to raise the consciousness of the planet. And then the next step from there, if you want to choose to work with me in a group setting, it's more intimate. There is a cost for that. I'm getting ready to run that program. It's 6 week series, but I literally teach you how to raise your vibration, to feel yourself move from whatever emotion you are below contentment, up all the way into joy, into bliss, into love, and to really allow your life to unfold and to manifest the way that you really desire. So, if that's something you're interested in, feel free to send me a direct message on Facebook. I haven't really posted or talked about it yet, but it is coming. I'm working on the different dates and times and the workshops and what it would look like. But again, you can join me from anywhere in the world. And yeah, it's been one series that has completely changed my life. Imagine going in less than 17 seconds from feeling the sadness or the anger, whatever comes up for you, overwhelm, frustration, and instantly know how to transmute that into excitement, into energy that you can actually utilize. This is literally what I teach. So it's neuroscience, it's anatomy, it's biology, it's the way that hormones move through our body at 286 miles per hour. I see a lot on social media, especially recently, talking about, you just need to control your emotions. And I think there's zero ways that we're controlling anything. We're not controlling anything. Those emotions are traveling through the body. It's like a water wheel that's going 286 miles per hour. You're not controlling anything. Where a lot of people are suppressing them, right? They're suppressing them by scrolling on social media, suppressing them by eating, by drinking, by doing drugs, by having sex, by I mean, all of the ways, like think of all the things that we do. Food is a big one also that we suppress, we numb, or we drug. I was there's maybe partying or even going out and doing a sport, working out. Sometimes it can look like a good thing on the surface, but if you're doing it to try and like not allow yourself to feel, it's going to come back up. It's going to come back up. It is going to come back up. I promise you, in one way or another, whether you manifest that in another person, another experience, or physically in your body, right? Holding on to weight, causing more pains, like all of a sudden, like, why does my shoulder hurt now? Why does my right knee hurt now? That kind of thing. I chuckle because it's silly because it's true. So, anyways, I just wanted to mention that if it's something that you would be interested in working with me and a small group of people, then I'd invite you to send me a direct message and I'll give you a little bit more information. But I'm going to leave you with that for today. Enjoy this eight energy. It's super quick, it's going to move fast. Saturday will be here before we know it. And Seven of Diamonds tomorrow. Seven of Diamonds really gives us a chance to retrospect and maybe even come back to this video because it's the are you willing kind of energy. Are you willing to completely create your life? All right. I love you all. Have an amazing Friday.